All right, good morning, guys. So ES here, holding up pretty well and pretty much flagging throughout the overnight. And markets here doing, in pretty good shape right now. We do have, I'm not so sure if they are going to report jolts today, but they're not going to report non-farm. So we know that. We can go over Palantir earnings as well as a couple of other things here also. Also, really quick too, if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe to the new channel, Gamma Boy Trading. That's where the afternoon reviews are going to be done from now on. Lastly, we got winter sale, 60% off first month active trader, 30% off of swing trades. Anyways, let's get into the charts here. So right now, we got a market here that is, let me just get this all set up. There we go. We got a market that's flagging in the overnight right now. You can kind of just look at the hourly. We're in a tight little range here, and market's holding up pretty well at the moment. I thought we might see a little bit of a dip today, but with the push we've had and the flag here, something's gonna have to change. We'd have to see like at least 7,000, 7,005, ish to fail. And then we could start seeing dipping going on in the E-mini. But what I like right now is the NASDAQ is leading. See the NASDAQ up 50 basis points, and the Russell is in second place with the Dow bringing up the rear. So you have the two risk indexes sort of leading the charge right now. And, generally I'm going to take that as pretty bullish. So right now, market's holding up fairly well. We could take a look at Palantir if you like as well. I know right now we've got spiders here. You got an LG1 at 700. I know my Palantir chart was giving me some trouble here, but I want to look at PayPal as well. There was a lot of questions about that last night in my chat. And this one still looks very weak right here. It's at I know we're down to like 44, 45 right now. As far as dealers this week, that is multi-year lows. We can look at next week too. Yeah, 47 on the tape right now. And PYPL, I mean, we're down to, again, literally, look at this fib here, this old fib from a while ago. So we're looking at, well below the 2023 bear market bottom. And we got to get into, we just go to a weekly here. Yeah, we got to get into, literally like past COVID levels at this point. We're down to 2016. 2015. So, I mean, if there's an area you want to take a shot, I guess it's down here with that 43 handle. And you can see, I mean, there is a dealer, but there's a put wall there at, I think 44. But man, that's a tough one there for pain pal, as they call it. We're going to zoom out here. Yeah, there's really not even edges past 40. So stock has gotten absolutely hammered. Let me just check. I don't know if Palantir is going to work for me. Sometimes when it has these stocks have these big moves, it doesn't give me the data. All right, so we'll flip over here. Don't worry, we got the backup boys here. Yeah, so 162.5. That's our LG1 right now. 165 and then 170 above that. This is all very positive here. So I would not look to fight PLTR here today. So Palantir looking pretty good. And that's helping out the NQ. Right, so up 165 there on the daily, and it can try for 170. I know Apple we talked about coincidentally the 270 level, dipping a little bit here that can go to 280 later this week. We also have Microsoft down just a little bit as well pre-market, and Oracle, that's another one that is still getting hammered. I marked this level down here at about 142 and change. And again, this one's still weak. A lot of people have been trying to buy dips in this thing, and it has not worked at all. So Oracle here, this is still in really rough shape right now. So we're looking at 145 for this week, and again next week, same kind of deal. So there's 160, 145. So this thing really can't hold this 160 area, which it's threatening to lose right now. I think 145 is a good area to try it for a bounce. And if we flip over here, you can see, I mean, right there You know, that was a big level from last year. And it's getting into that. Then you got the weekly 200 below that. So it's starting to get attractive now, but this thing's been, you know, it's been leaving a body of dip buyers behind it, a wake of bodies of dip buyers behind it. So 851 here. Another thing I want to talk about here is silver. I see the comments on that. Peter saying inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, and you can see the nice rebound here. This was kind of expected. I mean, you know, we were gonna default 30%. It's gonna get a rebound. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. But this will help risk assets a little bit here, if you ask me, mainly because this metals trade is tied to risk, believe it or not. And the rebound here is positive. Now, I think this volatility will seep into equities sooner rather than later, but I still think there's some time on the clock here, especially if we do see a rebound here. So, again, we talked about levels in the daily video. You know, there's your 382. 50% fib is right at 96.50 on silver futures, and that's going to line up. There's a low I'm watching on SLV. We got to go to extended trading, but you can see right there, right at about 80. It's 86, but we'll say 85. Big dealer level up there as well. So you know, a lot of these levels line up very nicely, and it's, you know, very not a coincidence here. So there's Wednesday the 4th. Yeah, positive gamma really now, and delta. So yeah, 85 looks definitely doable here by tomorrow for silver futures. And honestly, the way silver's trading lately, it could be today. All right, let's take a look at SNDK. Yeah, that one's still, you know, I said last week, like, don't try to fade this. And that had a good day yesterday. Let's take a look here, SNDK, for the end of the week. Let's cut this down to 50. I mean, this is like getting, I know it's hard to read because they have all these half percentages here, or half strikes. But you can see it, and you might have to squint, but you're in positive gamma all the way. Like this, don't short this thing. Just don't short it. You know, the next level, 700 and 750. These are positively hedged, though, so dealers will buy at these strikes if it remains strong. So, I mean, like even up to 800. So be careful with this thing. Be really careful with this thing. Micron, on the other hand, I don't know, that may have topped out a little bit. So we saw that little reversal. It had a rebound today, or sorry, yesterday, but no real follow through yet. Yeah, it looks like 450 is going to be tough for that to get through right now. I mean, yeah, they are positive there, but it's going to take a lot to get through that, I think. So yeah, Micron, SNDK. I mean, Micron definitely, I think, is a little stalled here, but SNDK, don't fight that. Like, wait for that to wait for it to reverse. Wait for it to reverse first and give you a signal. And it's still very strong here, and it's set to gap up again. So 700, you know, probably holds, but I mean, you could argue that, you know, we hit it. Like, I mean, that's close enough. Like 24 points on a $600 stock is not much, right? So you could argue that we basically hit it there. But yeah, really, really, you know, just amazing move in that name. So we do have, I'm still not sure if we have jolts coming out or not. But right now, you know, just looking at the E-mini, and again, we'll keep it brief today. Not a ton going on, but yeah, you know, if we break above here, I mean, that's a positive, you know, kind of like call it kind of like an add-on strength type move. And you can see again, you know, just flipping back over here, the cash S&P right now for today looks about what you expect, right? 7K, and we're seeing those hedges moved higher, right? Spiders, you know, I talked about that, 700, whole round number. Let's see if they can finally get up there. They didn't get there on the spiders. And then we got the Qs, still kind of weaker, but, you know, positive up to 631. And you know, the market's been strong here, and the Nasdaq's leading to start. So I would give the market the benefit of the doubt here for now. I know everybody wants to short, but I don't have a sell signal yet. So we'll see what we get here. Watch those numbers. On the downside, again, we lose 7,006. We could see a dip. And then there is some air, you know, if we did do that, and I would say we don't hold, you know, 69.77 or so, yeah, then you could see a retrace here. So that would be what I would look at on the downside here. But outside of that, again, market looks, you know, fairly strong here on the pre-market. So I'm going to continue to go with that. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the new channel. And watch the daily video later. So anyways, you guys take care. Yes, AMD. Yep, AMD after the bell. So we'll be watching that as well. But anyways, you guys take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys all in the